Charge!
Hey all, Dwarf Lord here. This is my series called Price Check, where we cover a type of rare or crafted item and learn how to tell if it's worth something. Or maybe you'll find yourself saying,
I should take this to Charcy.
keep in mind, this is not an exact science. Prices change over time, and some people overpay because they really want an item. With that said, this should give you a good system to determine if the item is something that someone will pay for. Today we're learning how to evaluate claws. I see people asking all the time, how good's this claw? I just found it, is it good? Just like Adam is asking here. Well, Adam, I can tell you without a doubt that that claw is a hunk of junk and you
Should take this to Charcy.
Rare items are on a 6-point scale because they have 6 mods, 3 prefixes, 3 suffixes. However, I think that in some ways a claw could be rated on an even higher scale. We must also consider the claw base. Is it ethereal? Because for some claws, that's a big deal. And does it have staff mods on it? These are things like your lightning sentry skill or other skills. You could award a 7th point for, the proper claw base, maybe an 8th point if it's ethereal, 9, 10, 11th point for the proper staff mods. That's why really good rare claws are just, you'll never find them in your life. But we want to know if the claw that we found, is it even close? Is it even close to being good? Is it useful? Conversely, what we could do is subtract points. If you have 3 good prefix, 3 good suffix, but it's on a bad base, or it has a repair durability affix, but it's not ethereal, you could subtract points. If it doesn't have the good staff mods, it's like, oh, it's good, but it's not as good. So you could either just keep awarding more points or subtract points. Does that kind of make sense when we're rating these things? You'll see. We're going to go over a lot of examples, a lot of crappy examples, because there's a lot of people who have no idea about claws. So we're going to kind of go over all these claws that people have asked to price check, and I'm going to price check them for them. And then we're going to go over the good claws. But before we can do that, we got to learn about what the prefixes and suffixes are. So prefixes. 201 to 300 enhanced damage is cruel. And then you can have one of these blue mods. Masters, which is 151 to 250 attack rating, in addition to 101 to 150 enhanced damage, or Fools, which is per level 0.5 damage and 16.5 attack rating. So if you ever see a weapon of any kind that's rare that has more than 300 enhanced damage, and you're like, I thought they could only have 300. It's because it's got the Masters mod. So do you want something to slap really hard and have upwards of 450 enhanced damage, 300 plus 150? Or do you want the attack rating? They're both good, but people do love Fools, don't they? Then you can have +2 to assassin skill levels, or 1 or trap skills or something, and 1 to 2 sockets is mechanics. Probably you want to have red +1 of the blue +1 of the blacks, although you could still have a good claw that doesn't have masters or doesn't have fools, and it's got the assassin skills, it's got the 2 sockets, and it's got the enhanced damage. It's still pretty good. But sometimes we could accept no +2 to assassin skills and have fools instead. Suffixes. There's not as many suffixes. We absolutely want speed. So 30 or 40 increased attack speed. Knockback, it's cool. A little bonus. And repair durability is only good if the claw is ethereal. There's other things, minimum damage or negative requirements, but they're not as good. So those are the prefixes and suffixes. Staff mods would be the ideal claw, lightning sentry, venom, weapon block. But there's other ones that are decent too, mind blast, dragonflight. In order for a claw to spawn with staff mods, it needs to be a higher level claw. So You can absolutely pick up normal mode claws off the ground and identify them in hell mode, but they'll never have a skill on it. But I'm going to show you a claw near the end that's amazing and doesn't have any skills. So you could find an amazing normal item and upgrade it to elite, but it has to be exceptional or elite to get the skills. Let's go over the different assassin builds, because different builds need different weapons. A pure trapper, they don't really care if their claw has enhanced damage. They just want skills, attack speed, and sockets. They'll even use a magic claw. Pure trapper. Ghost. A ghost is a pure whirlwind assassin. They just want high damage claws, and they don't mind if they don't have any skills like staff mods. They just want to slap and clap. Spider. That's a trapper who also uses chaos to do a bit of a weaker whirlwind, maybe apply some open wounds, but their traps are doing most killing. And the hybrid is the love child of a pure trapper and a ghost. They are very expensive, doing high trap damage and high physical whirlwind damage. In addition to that, we have the Blade Fury Assassin, and we'll cover a claw that's good for Blade Fury Assassin down below. And Phoenix Strike, you could find a +5 Phoenix Strike claw with fools and enhanced damage and stuff. And that could be cool for a Phoenix Strike Assassin. PvP claws are where the real value is, but there's, if you find a real cool Phoenix Strike claw, could be good. And Bear Assassin, we'll touch on that. Let's go over claw bases real quick. The base matters. So you probably know that Runic Talons and the Greater Talon version are the fastest and most popular. Feral Claws are a little bit slower, but are also really good, really popular. Sueya and Scissor Sueya, same speed, very similar damage profile, same average damage, just slightly different damage profile. Those are popular claws too, and a lot of people are main-handing them these days, I'm seeing. Wrist Sword, people don't like Wrist Sword, and Battle Cestus, people don't really care for Battle Cestus. War Fist, it's the slowest but hardest hitting. It is a slapper. Basically, the faster the claw, the less damage it does, and the slower the claw, the more damage it does. Fool's Claws, ideally in Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, were a War Fist or a Feral Claw. Feral Claw would allow you to have the max trap length speed. This was using the weapon speed modifier bug, which is where if you picked up the glove side claw and then set it back down, now the game thinks that your offhand is actually your main hand, and the one on the boot side, and it allows you to attack faster and attack with it. But that bug is gone, and so we can no longer use the Fool's Claw in the offhand, and probably it's going to have to be in the main hand, and then we might need to use some increased attack speed jewels rather than a low or an rune. Now, I'm not an assassin PvP expert, but I do know at least a little bit about claws, far more than a lot of the people who are posting these claws and asking questions. So we're going to price check these now. But just keep in mind that due to some of the changes in Diablo 2 Resurrected, some of the older information, I think, is a little bit out of date in terms of all those glitches and whatnot, and things might have changed a bit in Diablo 2 Resurrected, but with all my research, I couldn't find concrete answers. So, there probably are certain claws that are better now than in D2 LOD, so like Runic Talon, whereas previously maybe we could get away with using some of the slower ones, where we could use the glitches to make up for it. Does that make sense? Let's get into the price checking here. Stormclaw! 1 point for 2 assassin skills, 1 point for 40 increased attack speed, 1 point for fools. This is a 3-point claw, and how many points do we need for it to be worthwhile? 4 points. 3 points, smaller than 4, it's a piece of crap. Bye-bye! Loathe Scratch. So we see right away it's got 2 assassin and 3 lightning sentry, It's got increased attack speed, so it's a cool temp trap claw, but it is a war fist, so it's much slower. You're not going to hit the max trap length speed with this. It has some enhanced damage, but not enough to really, you know, excite us. So it's just like a temp trapper claw, but it's not that fast. You could throw a shale rune in it. It has a little bit of value, but it's not that good. David de Barberis asks, this any good or what? Well, let's just pretend that +2 to Shadow Disciplines is... sorry, I just got kind of weirded out by looking at his reflection. You see that reflection right there. Uh, use a screenshot, people. Don't take a picture with your phone. Thought that was me for a second. Anyways, let's pretend that it's +2 to assassin skills. 1 point for that, 1 point for the speed, 1 point for the fools, and it's mid-range enhanced damage, so that's a half point. So it's a 3.5 point claw, and it needs to be 4 points, and it doesn't even have the assassin skills. So we made that part up. So even if it was 2 assassin skills, it probably wouldn't be good enough, and it doesn't have that, so it's definitely trash. It's like 2.5 point claw. Ghoul Thirst. This is a cool one. 2 assassin skills, 3 lightning sentry. Also has the dragon flight, so it's a 5 lightning sentry trap claw with increased attack speed and fools. All this stuff, you can just look at that right away and you know it's garbage. This stuff, these 4 mods don't matter. It's a good base. It's a temp claw. It's cool. However, it's not the best in the world, and it's not going to fetch a ton of profit, but you could definitely list this and you get something for it. This is like the first claw that's almost worth listing. Death Thirst has Death Sentry. 1 point, 1 point for the fools, and then half a point. It's like a 2.5 point claw. It's a bad base. It's crap. Adam, just like we already said, you should take this to Charcy, but yeah, you're not familiar with claws, and it shows. It's good that you're curious, but curiosity killed the cat, or something like that. So it's got big enhanced damage. Everything else from here to here is garbage, and it's got lightning sentry. So it's got some cool skills, but no other anything. It's garbage. Garbage. This is a cool one. 2 to trap, 3 to lightning sentry, attack speed, and 2 sockets. Thank you, Larzik. It's not assassin skills, and it's not 40 attack speed. So instead of being amazing, it's okay. You could sell it for sure. You could get something for this for sure, like a high rune or something. Demon Fist. High enhanced damage. This is your cruel plus masters. Trap skill is crap because it doesn't have any other traps with it. If it had 3 to lightning sentry, it would be maybe a kind of cool-ish claw, but it's not that good. It's trash. Throw it away. Scott Cleveland asks, saw someone offering 500 form gold for a base claw. Would this be similar? Not sure what to ask for it. Well, a base claw is not a rare claw. So first you need to understand that a base claw is for rune words. So it's a white claw that Larzik can socket, or it's a gray 3-socket claw. And it's crap. You might think, oh, it's fools. No, you'd be a fool if you thought that's fools. This is grinding, doesn't have the attack rating, so it's just assassin skills and 40 increased attack speed. So it's crap. Same letters, different order. Crap. I love this comment by Joe. I generally compare items to level 42 uniques of their type, and assuming that it's worth maybe a pole rune, Oculus, Hawes, Titans, Bartux. Also, the most valuable skill for Assassin is Lightning Sentry, and since it doesn't have it, this is not good. Scott says, this is helpful, thank you. Never considered doing this. Well, I'm glad Joe was able to help you. I comment this sort of thing for so many people saying, look, your item's not good, here's why. And if we just compare it to one of the more common uniques, that unique is better, that unique is not very valuable, so we know that yours is not valuable. And then they just get mad at me. I'm Happy Joe was able to get through to Scott. Aaron Thayer looking to sell this claw base. So this is the claw base we were talking about. Enhanced damage on the runic talon with lightning sentry. Pretty good. You know, it doesn't have the weapon block, doesn't have the venom, but pretty nice, pretty nice. Ricky Woo. Does 3-socket make this good? Not familiar with Assassin. You might think right away that this is garbage, and it's not that amazing, but this does have a small niche use. At least in Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, sometimes bear assassins would use this claw to get a 2 frame per attack. So you'd put shales and increase attack speed jewels in this, and you could attack really fast, you know, 100% increase attack speed. Now, the downfall is it doesn't have much physical damage, so you'd be using purely venom to go really fast. I've seen some D2R bear assassins using more high physical damage claws, and they're attacking really fast, so this might be a little bit outdated, but it could be a niche item. It's probably not worth much, but cool find, Ricky Woo. Death Bite. So we see the assassin skills and the attack speed. There's 2 points, and you might think, ooh, this could be... No, it's crap. Crap. Don't even try to rationalize. Oh, 218 damage to undead. Oh, it could be okay. No, it's crap. Crap. Dragonflight Lightning Sentry is cool. So this is a temp Trapper Claw. It's not the best base, but it's kind of funky as a temp. Wouldn't be worth very much at all. Very much a temp. Daniel Patia asks, hi, is this claw any good for trade? Thank you. It's cool, but it's only like 3 points. 2 assassin skills, 2 sockets, and the attack speed instead of 40. You know, we'll call it 3 points, but it's not good enough to you know, be of use. If it was ethereal and also had a 300 enhanced damage roll, that'd be a bit of a slapper, but it's trash. Wraith Thirst. This is a cool one. Assassin skill 40, increased attack speed. Nice staff mods here. All of this we can just glaze over and we know it's garbage. Good base. It's a temp, very much a temp, but it's kind of cool. Maybe has a little bit of value. Bone Bite. High enhanced damage, but other than the high enhanced damage and the assassin skills, everything else sucks. You just can see that right away. Doug Utter asks, anyone with JSP or Claw knowledge PC on this Fool's mod? Is this an ist? Well, Doug Utter, I can tell you that this ist not an ist. It does have some cool mods, but it's only like 2.5 points. So this is utter trash, Doug. Utter trash. Corpse Claw Battle Cestus. This is a cool one. It's ethereal, high enhanced damage, lightning sentry. It's got some stuff, but not enough. It's just missing so many pieces of that puzzle. Garbage. It's also a Battle Cestus instead of the war whatever that one is. Isaiah Snyder. Hey guys, finally building my traps in. I kept these forever because I heard you needed Sentry and Venom. Did I keep these forever? For nothing? Well, they've got the Lightning Sentry and the Shadow Warrior and the Venom. Cool, but everything else sucks. So yeah, they're trash. Sorry you kept those, Isaiah. Good thing you got that shared stash. Jordan Hristov. PC price check. Well, it's got the Fool's mod, so we'll give you 1 point for that, but yeah, it's the 1 point claw. This is trash. This is what we call Fool's Gold, because it's got the Fools. Ah, we fooled you. It's crap. Crappity crap. Alright, we're almost done here. James Fox. I don't really know much about assassins. Does this have any value? Actually, this has some use. We would prefer to have some skills on it. What would you make in an ethereal claw? There's no indestructible rune word. Dun, da, da, da. Here's a plague made in an ethereal Suea. It has 3 to Blade Fury and Blade Sentinel. You could also use Fury or chaos and use this for your Blade Fury Assassin. I mostly included this one because I just wanted to try and pronounce this guy's name. I think it's like Yang Zhengjin. Am I even close? Am I even close? Is that assassin best weapon? Never play assassin. I just want to include this also because it's Bartuk's, and this Bartuk's is better than most of the claws that have been posted. So hopefully you guys are you're starting to get an idea of, okay, I see why those suck. Should have compared it to Bartuk. Listen to Joe. Did I just hit on this one or missing some skills there? Two assassin, fools, everything else sucks. It's crap. That's how quick it is. Doo-doo, gone. That's how quick you price check something. Now we're getting into the good claws. Here's a slapper. Soul Bite. 389 ED. Increased attack speed. So right there, we'll call that 3 points for the 2 ED rolls and the enhance or the increased attack speed. But that's only 3 points. The only reason it's good is because it's ethereal. If this was not ethereal, it wouldn't be any good. But because it's ethereal, we're able to Zod it, and it's an okay temp. It's an okay temp. Here's similar. It doesn't have the attack speed, but it has repair durability. So if this had the attack speed as well, then now you got something really cool. But increased attack speed, ED Jewel, Cruel Fools. It's cool. It's a slapper. It's not amazing, but it's got value for sure, for sure. Now this is the good one. It's gonna make your heart beat and blood flow to places it hasn't gone to for a while. Storm Claw, wowzers. Holy shamoly. Take out a second mortgage for this one. So, here we have Runic Talon, really good base, 40 increased attack speed, Cruel, Fools, and Mechanics. It's got 2 sockets. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And the repair durability is your second suffix. It doesn't have knockback, but it's got the fire damage. Like those 5 affixes, wow, wow, wow. Amazing. This claw was like 125,000 form gold. Crazy, crazy, crazy valuable. Wow. It doesn't have the skills. Imagine if it had skills like Lightning Sentry, Venom, Claw Block. However, because this doesn't have +2 to assassin skills, we don't really necessarily care that much that it doesn't have plus the skills, because this is probably going on a ghost just for the damage, and we're not worrying so much about trap. At least that's what I would imagine. And here's another one, similar. It's a War Fist instead of the Runic Talon, and it's very similar. Increased attack speed, Cruel, Fools, and Knockback. It doesn't have the 2 sockets, but another pretty cool claw. This is from LOD. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you like what you saw, please like and comment below. I will respond to you. Or check me out on Twitch. I am streaming now. Dwarf Lord TV. Dwarf Lord out.